Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while. I've moved to a new place and I have a new workbench, and now I can continue doing some videos for you. At first I'm going to finish the project that I started a while ago. It's the Full Metal A959, and in the future we'll see what more videos I can do for you that can help you in the RC world. That's it. Let's start. So we'll start by putting on these rods, all the connection rods. This is the set you can order. As you can see, it has different sizes. So first you need to arrange it by size. So these two are the smallest. This one is about the same. It's about the same. Okay, so the two small ones are going to go for the servo links, and the other ones, about the two medium, it's about the same, but the two medium will go to the front, and the longer ones will go to the back. So we'll start all these parts, the screws that came with the circle thing, we don't need it because it's supposed to be for the plastic parts that goes on top of it. But as you can see here, it has it inside, so we take it out and we use the screws provided to put it in. So this one, I'm going to put it just inside. I'm not going to set it up. Just after I will finish, I will set up the lengths. After I put the wheels, you can tighten up, shorten it, or make it longer. It's better if you put Loctite inside when you set it up. You don't want it to get loose when you run the car. You see closely, it has this straight part. So the screw goes from here, okay? So this part will connect to the other part. Okay, before we close it, we need to put inside the wheel cap, this one, and the dog bone, because after we put the rod, we won't be able to do it. So I have here the upgraded wheel cap. Inside, now the dog bone goes here. Great, so this is done. We'll put these two aside for a few minutes because I want to put the servo arm, because this connects to the servo arm. But before I do it, I will add the shocks over here, back and front, same length. For screws, I have some spare with the arms, but I have a kit. But this goes without screws. I told you at the beginning of the videos, it's better if you get a set of 2mm screws. and do the job. As you can see, the same size. The top side here you can select whether you want the shocks depending on the terrain. You're gonna drive it in your style. I'm gonna put it in the middle for now. See, it starts getting the shape of the car, quite nice. Now for the trickiest part, we need to do the servo arm. The problem with the servo arm is that the aluminium part is not good enough, and I will show you the problem. I have here the original plastic part, and as you can see here, you see it has an angle here, right here. See this small angle? This aluminum part, this is 90 degrees, this is more. So this little angle will do the trick, because if you use the aluminum part, the servo will not be strong enough to move the wheels. And if you add this small angle here, like I did in the previous builds, it will do the job. Have here, not sure if you're able to see, but here the aluminum servo arm right here. See, I added this angle, so I'm gonna do it again now. It's not very easy, because here we have this part here. When you add the angle, it will touch this part, so we need to add the angle and do some just polish this part here so it will fit. Very tricky. I will start by adding the angle. What I did is use the clamps. I have a better angle. Do it just a bit more. You have this tool. You can use any tube-like tool. You're able to see. Just push it up. Not too much. Don't break it. So now let me check. You can see now it has similar angle on the plastic. Great. So now we can continue to install it. I might need, as I said, just to trim it here a bit, but we'll see. To install the servo arm, you will need these two pins. This pin doesn't come with a kit, so that's a problem. I have them from the previous plastic A959 that I have, but I'm going to give a tip for you. What I use to all my hobby parts, it's very difficult to find the exact pins that you need. The RC world, there's a lot of pins right here in the wheels, even in the big parts, in the big cars you have them. So what I did is I just bought a kit, fairly cheap. As you can see, it comes with 1.5, 2, 2.5 and 3 millimeter. This is about, can cover all the pins that you need, and when I need one, I just measure the length that I need, cut it in a Dremel, or if you have a strong plier, you have lots of ways you can cut it, and you have a perfectly good hard steel pin. So this one is 2mm. As you can see, if I didn't have these pins, we'll use the 2mm I have right here. It's fairly cheap, as you can see, same size. Okay, so that's a tip for you. Just buy this kit. So let's install. Hopefully I remember correctly how to do it. Okay, that's the part I was afraid of. After we bent it a bit here, this part prevented to be fitted on the top part here. So we'll need to trim it a bit. If you don't have Dremel, you can use this tool. I believe it's called File, just to file it a bit. Okay, not too much. Okay, that's it. As you can see, it's inside. So as you saw, this is the trickiest part here. I had a lot of you that contacted me at the YouTube, in the mail, about this upgrade that you did, the aluminum upgrade of the servo arm, and it just didn't work. The servo stopped working. So I just show you the solution. Hopefully the ones that created this part, they did a terrible job missing this small angle here, will fix it. But if not, you saw how to fix it. You need the plier, this tool or some tube just to bend it, and then you need a file just to make sure it goes inside here. So now I will add the links. After you install the wheels and the servo, of course, you can align all this part to the correct length. You spin this part in the middle to get the correct size. After you have the correct size, you need to add Loctite inside here so it won't open during runs. Okay, what I saw after installing both of the servo arms here, it just didn't move as freely as you can see here. And what I've noticed after just taking apart some of the part, as you can see here, these parts very close to the arm. As you can see here, it touches here, and this just prevents it to run smoothly. So what I'm going to do again, just file this part a bit, so it have space between them, so it can move as freely as you can see here. I can show you the problem just by connecting this part here. You can see if you just put it all the way, as you can see, it does not move. This part touches here, so you can just unscrew it here and have it room here to move, but I don't like it. So you can see the screw now not all the way in. Now it can just release in run, so I prefer just file this part here and screw the screw all the way inside. See this part here has a way. I will do the same for the other side. Servo arm will need to be very freely. You don't want the servo to have any pressure on it, so it won't work in the correct way. That's it. As you can see here, I trimmed it here and here. Now it runs very clearly, very nice. So the last part for today. Let's go here. Not going to set it up hardly because we need to do the mesh between the pinion and the spool. So just put it in. Check which kind of screw I need for it. That's okay. I won't put all the screws because I will need to put the motor and will to take it out, but this is how you set it up. Once I will set up the motor, I will mark the place to put. As you can see here, this plate is flat. There is no cone shaped for the screws like you see here. So what I'm going to do, after I will mark it, I will take a screwdriver. I'll show you in the next video when I install the electronics. I will just drill a bit of cone place for this screw. So this will be in the next video. Okay guys, that's it for this video. The frame is done, all the metal parts are installed. I showed you a few golden tips for you. The first one was how to fix this servo arm. I had a lot of complaints about it, as I mentioned in the video, and you saw how to fix it. Very important. Also, I found the problem when this part touches this part. You need to trim it a bit to file it, and it will work just fine. Another tip for you was using these drillers for any pins that you need in the car. So another tip for you. The next video I'm gonna finish the car, add all the electronics, add the wheels, and of course going out for some test runs. Hope this helps you, hope you enjoyed the video, and I see you guys next time.